Welcome to the first season of Ancient Anecdotes powered by Listen Cup. This is your host Lalita Ramanathan.
And this is Ramanathan Iyer. Papa, why are you looking so down? You have a big day today, isn't it? You have your singing recital in the apartment community clubhouse today. After being all ready, why are you looking so down?
Appa, I heard Rudya and Shriya practicing yesterday, Pa.
Okay.
They have such perfect voices, and yet they also make some mistakes here and there.
I'm still not getting the part where you're so sad, Pa.
Well, I am sure I'm not that perfect. If they themselves make boo-boos, what will my song sound like?
Hey, hello. Stop worrying now. First of all, is it a group something or an individual something?
Group, Pa? Oh God, I'll be really scared worrying if it was a solo event.
Why, Pa? You're an awesome singer. Even otherwise, how does it matter if it is a solo or a group event? You are a good singer. Just believe in yourself. That's all. Now, yours is a group event. So even if some of you make some boo-boos, it's fine. The group as a whole will still sound very good, no?
Oh, that's right. Let me practice one more time so that I don't make mistakes.
See, there is an important learning here. If your intent is to practice not to make mistakes, you might lose your awareness in this sphere and make mistakes anyway. If not in one place, it might happen in another.
Oh God, that means regardless of practice, I will surely make mistakes. Appa, so what's the solution then?
Practice to be better than your previous attempt. That's all. Don't say I will practice to not make mistakes. Practice to be better. Forget about the other people who are singing. What's the use of comparing yourself with everyone's performance? What is the use of aiming to be better than them or becoming scared if they don't perform well? Practice because it's the right thing to do. That is what is called as upavasa. Practicing to being just one with the universe. Remember this line. Have the right perspective. Say,
Have the right perspective. Appa, I feel much better already. How did you do that?
it's nothing new, Papa. This is the core symbolism behind Mahavishnu overcoming the five-headed Murasura.
Whoa, Murasura had 5 heads. Was he Ravana's half-brother?
Half brother. Oh, because Ravana had 10 heads, is it? Thief fellow. Why is your hair looking like a hen's coop? Bring me that comb.
Here, Pa.
Come, let's see why Mura had 5 heads and what is the core symbolism behind this story. A really long time ago, in the Satya Yuga, there was a sage called Kashyapa Prajapati. His wife Danu bore him a son called Talajanga.
My hair! My hair!
Sorry. Let me start again. Once upon a time, in a realm where gods and demons clashed, there lived a formidable demon by name Mura. His origin could be traced back to Kashyapa Prajapati and his wife Danu, both revered figures in the lineage of Brahma. Born to the terrible Talajanga, Mura ruled from his capital city of Chandravati.
Indro vacha purvam babhuva devesha brahma vamsha samudbhavaha talajangastu namna cha atyugropi mahasuraha tasya putro hi vikyato muranameti danavaha atyutkato mahaviryo devatanam bhayankaraha puri chandravati namna tatra sthane vasatyasau nirjita devata sarva स्वर्गातेन विवासिताः.
In the ancient pages of the Padma Puranam, during the Rajasuya sacrifice preparation time, Yudhishthira was briefed about Lord Mahavishnu's encounter with Mura by none other than the revered Lord Krishna himself. Krishna's account of the incident began when Mura stumbled upon a gruesome sight that sent shivers down his spine. A colossal heap of lifeless Asura bodies. These were his brethren, vanquished by the relentless Devas. The Devas had the unfair advantage of being immortal due to the consumption of Amritam, the ambrosia obtained from the milk ocean. As Mura, an Asura, was not immortal, the sight filled him with a profound dread of death, an emotion he had never experienced before. He realized the undeniable truth of mortality. Even the mightiest of beings could meet their end. It was a revelation that would haunt him, prompting him to embark on a journey of penance. Yudhishthira uvacha utpanna sa katham deva punyacha ekadashi tithihi katham pavitra vishve asmin katham vai devata priya. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Pura Krita Yugo Partha Muraname Tidanavaha Atyadbhuto Maharaudraha Sarvadeva Bhayankaraha Ildropi Nirchidastena Sarvadevastarnripa Mahasurena Tenaiva Mrityuna Chaduratmana. For countless years, Mura withdrew from the world, immersing himself in a rigorous penance deep in the heart of the Asura realm, determined to escape the fate of his fallen kin. His sole purpose was to earn the favor of his great-grandfather, the revered creator of the universe, Lord Brahma. For years he immersed himself in a solitary quest, each day marked by a deeper connection to the cosmic forces. Waves upon waves of sheer energy emanated from Mura's focus and impinged upon every fabric of the heavens. His unwavering devotion did not go unnoticed, and one fateful day, Brahma himself appeared before Mura, his divine presence illuminating the heavens.
Desist, my dear child. Your penance has made its mark on every dimension there is. Your dedication to your Sankalpa is profound. Go on, tell me what you strive to achieve.
O Grandfather, O Lord of the creation, grant me the power that anyone I touch in battle, even if they are immortal, shall meet their end.
The boon was formidable, but Brahma, touched by Mura's penance, agreed to bestow this boon as was asked. Emboldened by his newfound power, Mura's arrogance knew no bounds. His first conquest led him to the sacred Mount Meru, where he boldly challenged the Yakshas and the Gandharvas, celestial beings renowned for their prowess. Yet, no one dared to face the demon with the fatal touch. Unyielding in his quest for supremacy, Mura's journey took him to Amaravati, the heavenly abode of the great Indra, the king of the gods. In Amaravati, Mura openly challenged Indra, daring him to engage in battle. Mura, with an outstretched hand, brazenly entered Indra's court. No one dared to halt his advance. Mura declared,
O thousand-eyed Deva, either engage in battle with me or vacate this place.
"What? No. Wait. Mura is a 10-foot tall brute with muzzles, beard, and mustache, and a terrible booming voice.
Let me do Mura's voice.
Okay, Pa.
Hey, cheer up. Don't worry. You can do Brihaspati's voice."
O thousand-eyed Deva, either engage in battle with me or vacate this place.
At first, Indra was angered, and he prepared to rise, gripping the terrible Vajrayudham. In the nick of time, he was stopped by Brihaspati, the guru of the Devas.
Shaktra, be aware of Mura's striking, unearthly aura. He wields a terrible boon, the fatal touch. Throw away your anger and think carefully. Discretion is the better part of valor. Relinquish your throne, live today and fight tomorrow. Appa who?
Shaktra is Indra, Pa. I've told you 3 times.
Illapa, Shaktra I know is Indra. Who is Nick? Is it short for Nick?
Huh? No. Nick of time means the right time. Now pay attention. Rather than engaging in futile combat, Indra heeded the words of his revered guru and relinquished the regal throne of Amaravati, and with it all control over Devaloka, to Mura. His congress of Devas retreated to the northern banks of the Kalindi river in the mortal realm of earth. Here, the forests were replete with Khadira trees. Guru Brihaspati took 5 pieces of Khadira wood and made them into amulets in the shape of a plowshare. After a sanctifying prayer, Brihaspati dipped the amulets in the sacred ghee until the amulet now shone with the absorbed ghee. He then tied the Khadira amulet each to the necks of the great Shaktra and his generals, Agni, Soma, Surya, and Varuna. These devas then fell at the feet of their guru.
Appa, why did Brihaspati use the Khadira wood for the amulet and why did he dip them in ghee?
His next response will explain all this to you.
Oh, is it?
Brihaspati said,
Rise, O children of Aditi, feel no fear. You were defeated by Mura when you only wanted to protect yourself. Now fight for the freedom of the 3 realms. This is now a responsibility. The word snigdha or ghee represents both belonging and responsibility. Together with the ghee, the Khadira wood in these amulets will remind you of your responsibility to the universe and hence will insulate you from the fear of death. How, Pa?
the Khadira plant is said to possess a unique capability to absorb the latent energy of the universe all around us and convert this energy into ojas, a form of spiritual strength that can be absorbed. After 3,000 years, even today, the Khadira plant is widely used in Ayurveda. The Mani Bandhana Suktam, the 6th Suktam in the 10th Khanda of the Atharva Veda, says, Yam badhrat brihaspatir manim phalam ghritaschuth mrugram khadiram ojase tam bibhraschandrama manimassuranam puro jayatanavanam hiranyayi so asmai shriya mittuhe bhuyo bhuya shvashvastena tvam dvishato jahi. Mura, meanwhile, seizing the divine treasures of Airavatam and the Vajrayudham, ensconced himself in Devaloka, accompanied by the Daitya, Maya, and the enchantress Tara and other formidable Danavas. He appointed an Asura to the position of Devendra in Indra's absence. Similarly, he appointed another Agni, another Vayu, and another Soma Suryadi Devas. Mura's dominance extended further as he established his presence on the southern banks of the Kalindi river, basking in the glory of his newfound power. However, fate would soon cast its shadow upon this audacious demon. One day, Mura descended to earth astride the mighty Airavatam, landing near the banks of the Sarayu river. It was there that he confronted King Raghu, a noble scion of the Surya dynasty, who was in the midst of a grand yaga, a sacred ritual, presided over by the venerable Brahmarishi Vasishta. Mura, driven by his insatiable desire for conquest, issued a challenge to Raghu, proclaiming,
O mortal, don't you know that the benefits of this yaga goes to appease the devas in the form of the Havis? I have already overcome the Indradi devas. It is futile to appease them. Fight with me or abandon this yaga. You shall no longer offer worship to the devas.
Appa, Raghuvamsham, Rama's family.
Yes, Raghu was Rama's ancestor. In the midst of this tumultuous encounter, a wise and illustrious sage, Vasishta, stepped forward to counsel Mura. His words were seasoned with wisdom and forethought. O Daityendra, what purpose is there in conquering mere mortals on earth? Seek victory over those who are never defeated. If you are resolute in your battle, challenge Antaka, the god of death. O king of Asuras, it is he who will never heed your commands. By conquering him, you shall have triumphed over death itself and truly become immortal. Vasishta's words stirred something deep within Mura's heart. Determined to prove his might, Mura set forth on a journey to confront Dharmaraja, the god of death himself. Yama, aware of Mura's impending challenge, sought the counsel of his uncle Indra. Together with the Indradi Devas, the retinue swiftly made its way to the divine abode of Lord Vishnu. Indra explained Yama's predicament to Lord Mahavishnu.
O you lotus-eyed one, O Madhusudana, protect us. We implore your protection. O Jagannatha, the entire pantheon trembles in the face of the formidable demon, Mura. We seek sanctuary under your divine shelter. O Sharanagata Vatsala, the entire assembly of gods has been defeated and expelled from heaven by the fierce and relentless demon known as Mura. Now he seeks to interfere with the mortality of humans and aims to prevent Dharmaraja from discharging his duties.
Mahavishnu, bearing his iconic discus and mace, listened to Indra's plea and offered his divine counsel. Send Mura to me. He is destined to die by my hands, he instructed. Yama, relieved and resolute, returned to his realm, prepared to face the impending confrontation. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Redanavadurachar Mama Bahum Nirikshaya Tataste Sammukha Sarve Vishnuna Drishtadhanava Hatabanaihi जाताश्च भयविह्वलाः चक्रं मुक्तं च कृष्णेन दैत्यसैन्येषु पाण्डवा तेन छिन्नास्तु शतशो बहवो निधनं गता. In a day's time, Mura reached the gates of Yamaloka. Mura faced Dharmaraja and asked him,
O Antaka, I hear you are the reason people die in various realms. Death is the ultimate foe, but you are somehow immortal. I have a boon just for the likes of you. Before you can take another life, you must face me in combat. In case you win, you may continue with your responsibilities. But if you fail, you must cease your mortal reaping, or I shall sever your head.
Dharmaraja responded,
Mura, had you been the one who appointed me, I would gladly obey, yet I am bound by another's will.
What? Death is the ultimate power over everything. Who wields superior authority over death? Who commands you? Reveal their name, and I shall surely conquer them.
Yama disclosed,
Haven't you heard about Lokanatha Janardhana Mahavishnu who resides in Shvetadvipa? He is the supreme of all gods. He is the one who commands me.
Mura, filled with determination, raised his trident menacingly over his huge shoulders and declared,
I shall proceed to Shvetadvipa, to the milk ocean, but in the meantime, you must halt your work of death.
Yama bowed down in feigned respect, saying,
Go and emerge victorious. If you defeat him, I shall abide by your directives.
Filled with resolve, Mura embarked on his journey to confront Mahavishnu, unaware that a grand cosmic drama was about to unfold and that his fate would soon be sealed. Mura marched to Vaikunta with a massive contingent of asuras and siege weaponry that would chill the onlooker. He charged the entrance of Shvetadvipa, blowing the conches of war. Lord Mahavishnu appeared in his cosmic battle form in response. The Devas also materialized on the side of Mahavishnu, wearing Brihaspati's blessed Kadira amulets. Lord Mahavishnu unleashed a barrage of divine arrows that struck fear into other demons. Even though his mighty warriors fell one by one, Mura bravely fought on relentlessly. Single-handedly, he bested every last Deva and even managed to counter every attack from Lord Mahavishnu. A prolonged and fierce battle ensued, lasting 1,000 divine years. As 1,000 years passed, Vishnu, deep in thought, suddenly realized that he himself needed respite now that all other Devas had fled. Mahavishnu even felt that he was on the brink of defeat. Granddad used to tell us that Mahavishnu is said to have retreated to current-day Badarikashrama into a cave called Simhavati, measuring 12 yojanas in length, with only one entrance. Vishnu entered the cave and laid down to rest. Although the day had closed for battle, the relentless Mura pursued Lord Mahavishnu into the cave as well. Mura beheld the supine form of the Lord.
Appa, what is supine?
Lying down posture, Pa. The word supine is said to have come from the Sanskrit word suptaha. Awesome, no?
Oh, yes, Pa.
Anyhow, believing that he now has Vishnu in a checkmate situation, he rejoiced, thinking,
I shall undoubtedly slay the source of fear for all demons.
विष्णुश्चिन्तां प्रपन्नश्च नष्टाः सर्वाश्च देवताः विष्णुश्च निर्जितस्तेन गतो बदरिकाश्रमम् गुहासिंहावती नाम तत्र सुप्तो जनार्दनः योजनद्वादशवती एकद्वारा च पाण्डव तस्यां विष्टः प्रसुप्तश्च दानवो हन्तुमुद्यतः महायुद्धेन तेनैव श्रान्तोऽसौ योगमायया दानवः पृष्ठतो लग्नो प्रविष्टः सतता गुहां प्रसुप्तं तत्र मां दृष्ट्वा दानवो हर्षमागतः इत्थं मां निर्जितं मत्वा प्रविष्टं शङ्कया हरिं निस्सन्देहं हनिष्यामि दानवानां भयङ्करम् निर्गता कन्यका तत्र विष्णुदेहाद्युधिष्ठिर रूपवती सुसौभाग्या दिव्यप्रहरणायुधा तस्य तेजोंशसम्भूता महाबलपराक्रमा दृष्टा सादनवेन्द्रेण मुरनाम्ना धनञ्जय युद्धं समाहितं तेन स्त्रिया चैव प्रयाचितं कन्याका युध्यते तत्र सर्वयुद्धविशारदा हुङ्कारैर्भस्मसाज्जातो मुरनामा महासुरः निहते दानवे तस्मिंस्तत्र देवस्त्वबुध्यत. Suddenly, a blinding light met Mura's eyes. Startled by the blinding brilliance, the demon instinctively shielded his eyes and coiled up into a ball. As a radiant maiden emerged from Mahavishnu's body, she blocked Mura's progress. Recovering from the light, Mura growled at the maiden.
You foolish woman! You know not whom you block. You know not who I am. I am the scourge of the Devas. I am Mura the Terrible. I have a principle to never attack women. Before I change my mind and use force, run away.
This divine damsel was not moved. She stood her ground. Oh, what a sight she was to behold! She possessed extraordinary beauty and divine weapons. Such beauty, encased with such valor, coupled with such calm and prevailing confidence, Mura had never seen such a sight.
O vile Mura, you who wishes to attack an opponent when he is without arms, when he is asleep, should not speak about principles to me. You will have to confront me before you even take another step, let alone lay a finger on my lord,
said the maiden with an ice-like calm. The maiden's quiet tone could have cut the mightiest oaks. Mura had seen such rank anger in his life, and he knew how to handle it with brute strength. For once, his anger seemed like a futile weapon against this maiden's soft voice. He raised his trident threateningly and took 2 steps towards her. Suddenly, he heard the resounding sound of her humkara. The sound of the humkara reverberated into the very annals of existence. Mura was immediately reduced to ashes. The denizens of the heavens showered her with flowers. Hearing the reverberations of the humkara, Lord Mahavishnu awoke. He found his foe in a pile of ashes at his feet. The Lord himself was astonished by the turn of events. Lord Vishnu said, 1,000 divine years, that's how long I was struggling to fight this dreaded Asura. And you have bested him with a single humkara? How did you do it? Where have you come from, O divine maiden? Who are you? The maiden responded,
O Lord, I am Devi Ekadashi. I have come into existence by your divine grace. It is through your favor that I have defeated the mighty demon Mura.
Vishnu was pleased and said, "Ask for a boon, my dear. I shall grant whatever your heart desires, even if it is the most challenging request."
संहारिष्यति त्रैलोक्यं सुप्ते चैव जनार्दने तस्यास्तद्वचनं श्रुत्वा विष्णुर्वचनमब्रवीत् अहं च निर्जितो येन कथं सोऽपि त्वया जितः एकादश्युवाच त्वत्प्रसादाच्च भो स्वामिन् महादैत्यो मया हतः.
The story goes on that Ekadashi asks for certification from Lord Mahavishnu that the observance of the Ekadashi fast will bestow merits far beyond what other acts of punya can ever yield. Mahavishnu agrees. People have been upholding the Ekadashi fasts ever since, and that's why people fast on Ekadashi even today.
Appa, why was the Humkara used to defeat Mura?
Oh, that's a very good question. The five-headed Mura was scared of death, and his penances were done to conquer the fear of death. But instead of using the merit gained from his penances to overcome his fear and develop courage, he wanted to strike back at death itself. Just like how we clean the vessel before putting food in it, it is said that we must always practice austerities for one's own mental purity and not for material benefits. Even though Mura practiced the most severe of penances, he never cleared his mind of negativities like anger, ego, vengeance, and so on. Once Mura got his boon from Brahma, he forgot about the reason for doing his penance. His ego at being invulnerable in hand-to-hand combat made him misuse the power of his boon. Ekadashi is the most powerful of all penances. She is the personification of the purity of penances. Since Mura's ego-filled penance did not measure up to the level that Devi Ekadashi symbolized, she was able to easily vanquish Mura using the sound of the Humkara to remove Mura's ego and restore balance. The word upavasa is the Sanskrit word for fasting, but actually it means residing close to the Lord. Ekadashi stands close to the Lord and brings Mura to the feet of the Lord. The story teaches the value and the power of penances when used in the right way. This is the core symbolism behind this story. This is why you should practice your music with the determination to become better at singing rather than practicing to become better than other participants.
Oh, that's wonderful, Pa. But why aren't you telling me why Vishnu became tired in the first place?
He was.
And this is also not clear. Indra and the Devas had Brihaspati's Khadira amulet. Why weren't they able to defeat Mura?
Not enough penance, Pa. The amulet got them to the battlefield and prevented them from bolting. But in the end, they were.
Appa, they also came and stood close to the Lord, isn't it? Isn't that Upavasa? Why was only Ekadashi able to defeat Mura?
Hear it first.
But Appa, my question.
Hear it first on
Ancient Anecdotes.
on your favorite podcast streaming providers.
Tune in every week for a brand new episode.